All right. Good morning, everybody. On this lovely Thursday, it's time for our 30-minute session of yoga today, our Thursday 30. And today we're going to be doing lots of nice moving and stretching and working some muscles we probably maybe haven't worked in a while. So have a block or two at the ready and maybe a little extra cushioning for the knee. You might want that today in this quick little session. And have those things ready. And let's get to it. To the mat. 30. All right, so today we're going to start actually at the top of your mat or the end of the mat. And we're just going to start with some heel walking on the heels, up tall, forward, and back. You don't trip over the end of the mat when you get there. Working the backs, well, stretching the backs of our legs, working the fronts, little shin muscles, anterior tibs. And when we come to the end here, we're going to stop and then we're going to do the opposite. Now we're going to be up on our toes, keeping our legs straight as well, up and down the mat. And when we get to our starting point, bring it back down. We're going to stretch the fronts of our foot. Get out of the way of the sunlight. Take that left one, and as best you can, let those toes curl under as we straighten that left leg. Think of lifting up from the ankle. So you don't want to keep it down. Lift up and really feel the stretch right through the front of the ankle, the front of the foot, front of the shin. Yeah. All those muscles that spend so much time tightening up in flexion, let them release. And we'll get our right side, same thing. And relax back to the front of our mat. Feet on the outside edges. We're going to just up and down the mat. Bring our heel towards the butt. Kind of lean to each side. Starting to get the quads stretched out a little bit. Hamstrings activated and engaged. That will help them stretch and release a little bit better later on. One more lap, as I like to call it. Now let's bring it on back to center. Feet still a bit wide. We're going to squat down, sit the hips back, come up, standing on our right leg, opening the left hip, get a little lean, back down, and then balancing on the left side. Really using our glutes on one side to stabilize, on the other to open. Nice and slow. Excuse me. Let's get one more time on each side. Ooh. And back down to center, hopefully without falling over. We need our block next. We're gonna give it a squeeze just above the knees. Don't worry if your feet don't touch. You don't have to force them together. Just bring everything in as close as you can comfortably manage. We're gonna inhale those arms up, lengthening the tailbone down. And on the exhale, sitting back in the chair, swing our arms to the right. Inhale, pressing back up. And exhaling, arms to the left. Making sure that we're keeping our pelvis, our hips facing forward. They don't lean out to the side, as they may be very well tempted to do. One more time to each side. And this time, as we inhale up our exhale, we're going to release down to forward fold. You can have a little bend in the knees. We haven't quite warmed our hamstrings up that well yet, so you might need that little bit so that we can keep our spine nice and aligned. And I certainly do, really. Let's inhale, reverse our hinge back up, and exhale back down. We're going to move with the breath. And when we come into our forward fold this time, we're going to hold it there. And from here, let's roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and tall. Set the block aside. We're going to step it out wide. We're just going to start to sit the hips back, sink into one, press up, sinking back into the other. And as we do this, if we're feeling pretty good and we want to, we can add a little extra, little rotation in there. Right on the squeaky floor, of course. Let's get one more time each side. I think that was actually one. And then, there we go. And let's turn those toes in as best we can. Engage those quadriceps. Lengthen that tailbone down so we're nice and locked into place. Inhaling up. On the exhale, nice hinge down, leading with the chest. Keep those quads strong and active. Let's take a walk over to the right ankle. And over to the left. Back to the right. And one more time to the left. Bring it back to center, and we're going to walk over to the right side. Turn your right foot so that it faces the short edge of the mat. Left heel stays down. Turn that foot in a little bit as well. We're going to put our right hand on the instep or on a block if you need it. And press that knee, that shin, and that forearm together. Roll those right lower ribs open. Left shoulder back and open. And breathe. And let's walk it over now to the left side. Set ourselves up in the same way. Hand on the instep, on a block if we need it. Left lower ribs rolling up. Right shoulder rolls back and open. Forearm and shin pressing into each other. It really helps engage our adductors a little bit more. You've probably figured that out already. Oh, yes. And let's walk it back to center. On the heel toe, our feet back together so that we're in forward fold. And switch perspectives. On an inhale, we're going to sit the hips down, swoop the arms up into chair. Bring it on up. And exhale. Release the arms to the sides. All right. Now we're going to need both our blocks. If you don't have blocks, maybe you have a chair or couch or something that could give a little extra height and support. I'm going to take that, place hands either on your support, on the blocks. You can adjust how wide, depending on how balanced you feel for this. We want to make sure that we level out our spine. This is not level. Draw those shoulder blades back against the rib cage. So get nice and flat and lengthen through there. Abdomen in. We're going to prepare the right hip to be our sole source of support, so we don't want it to wing out. Take an inhale. Exhale. And on that next inhale, using your inner thigh muscles, float that left leg up. Stay nice and long to the best of our ability. And bring that left foot down. Reset. And on an inhale, take the right leg up. And bring that right one down, a little shake out. We're going to do each side one more time. Let's bring that left one up again. Maybe we notice a difference. Maybe we get a little bit longer. Really hugging that in, making those glute needs, the TFL work. So we also want to keep our hips level. And bring it down. Right leg up. One more time. Bring that leg down. We're going to set the blocks aside. Have a knee cushion at the ready. back up to standing. Let's inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, dive down to our forward fold. Inhale to flat back. And on the exhale, releasing down to plank. Exhale down to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And on an exhale, move to down dog. Let's inhale the right foot up. And on the exhale, step it between the hands. This is where a knee cushion might come in handy. We're going to lift ourselves up into a low lunge. Toe flipped under that back left shin, pressing down into the mat. We're going to inhale, come forward, bring the arms forward. And as we exhale, the back half of the circle. Inhale the front half. Exhale the back half. One more time. We're going to press back forward again, letting those hips drop towards the floor as much as is comfortable. Stay within your knees. Now we're going to shift back, start to straighten out that right knee. Giving our front of our left hip a little bit of a break. We're going to come back up. And then as we're able, we're going to grab hold of that left foot. If not, then it's okay. And release. Hands down, step it on back to our down dog. Let's inhale the left foot up. And on the exhale, step it between the hands. Right knee goes down. Gently lift ourselves up. And we're going to do our nice big circles. Inhaling forward, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Exhale, releasing. One more time. And we'll gently let ourselves come forward. Relax into it. If you feel like the stretch is too deep and you're starting to resist, back off until you can relax in that spot. And then maybe you can move a little more. Don't force it. And let's hinge back a little bit, straighten out that left knee. And we're going to come forward again. And if we can, if we'd like to, we're going to grab hold of the right foot, right hand, right foot. We're going to release, bring it on down, step back to our down dog. One more brief time. Then we're going to put the right knee down. Probably on our knee cushion is best. Left foot out to the side. So knee and hip on the right side are stacked up. Tailbone is lengthened down, so I'm locked into place here. This leg is locked into place, nice and straight. Bring my arms up to the side. I'm going to inhale, dip down. So I'm stretching my obliques, loading the right hip and glute. Coming up on the exhale, all the way up and over, nice and long on that right side. Don't forget we want to stay long on the left too. Bring it back to center. We're going to dip down again. And then, to the best of our ability, we can bring the top hand out. Lift that left leg. Still trying to keep the right hip and knee lined up. Don't want to be leaning forward like this. We want our muscles to do the work. Bring that foot down. We'll gently roll it on up. And let's go to the other side. We're almost there. We're getting all the hips and back unstuck and stretched out and lengthened. You should feel 2 inches taller after this. Maybe not quite, but yes. All right, left knee and hip stacked. Tailbone lengthened down, locked into place. Right leg nice and strong. Arms out. Inhaling down. Exhale, lifting up and all the way over. Bring it back to center. Dipping down again. Bring the hand down. Before I do this, make sure I'm all lined up. Oh boy, that's more difficult, but lift that right leg. Imagine you're being pulled from the crown of your head right through to that lifted ankle. Nice and long. Bring it down. Roll it back up. Now take it to the floor. All the way back, since we're coming to the end of time. Let's bring our arms out in a T. Left foot on the right thigh, toes lined up with the top of the knee. Keep that left ankle flexed and active. Inhale, rock down to the right. And exhale, back up to center with the breath. Doing our best to keep that left knee up towards the ceiling. One more time. We'll get a gentle little glute stretch in here, bringing that right knee in towards the chest. Head and shoulders stay down. Release. Let's switch it to the other side. Do our hip rocking first, arms out in a T. Inhaling down. And exhaling back up to center. One more. I'm going to do our little glute stretch since we worked those muscles a bit today in our short time. Release. Extend those legs out along the floor. Bring the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Nice big deep inhale. Gathering up all your tension. Flex all your muscles. Make a face. Hold it. Hold everything. Exhale and release. Let it all go. Bring your arms to your sides and take Shavasana. Let's roll it over to the right or left side to fetal pose. Rest ourselves up to seated. Nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen those arms up one last time. And exhale. Namaste. You may now go and have a most lovely day and weekend. I'll see you the next time. Hopefully you feel taller, stronger, and ready to go. Great job out there today, and have a great one.